TV XYZ tanope mwachi na emu akwaba mfamra Abranaa dwumedi so no pe baabi a obi a bre no kokakra na yendwumedi mu se agya edura no pase ya yehwe se de aboabo no memenda no efri duada kosi fiada no komodi ne aboabo no na afi tumi de bro na no pe ensu ne gugu pa agya na dom ogugu se be ya akuafo no ba ensu betimi enya kwan nyine from nti baabi a wo na wonso watimi ada ho so kakra okobedie mu onkobaye mu no ya na wahweniye why kwan so ashenka phone drivers no yesre ma no pay madaroma boko why shenkani ne de wakwa ba bedru nso ne yese no baabi ho abedru na ebo no timi bo na esi fom nti onye very careful my sanso na mantem ahodo aye wo enim sensuo to yirifaye no ensuo na sha ase egugu sei no no wape baabi agina eto na nyame ya adom na twen na pitri obesa akotena ho a wonkwa ne hia first thing nti anope bo nkwa ho ban midin ene Agya Wusu ansa ya Abranaa so dwumedi ene atena se le bro miami ahodo achichi ne benchi a wo hwe efri anope ya mo ache amo akwaba memenda no pase edura enkomo no ya na ede nyina age atum se bidi Ghana nkan kro ne hia nye baako pese minkum nya da bi nye sa dodo amamu ne ebu nti dodo ni nyina bekeka bom a chese A B C ene pe no bache no na no pe gibre na afi atena se na ye di hu nkomo anope nkomo no bebre nenso ye be sone so ne yibi ne atumi de egu akwan so kama make us say ne de due National Sanitation Day no pacho ene ekoso ministry ne fa on de nyina kopie mu e wotakrade nti anope tade ya moche se ensuo no ha adwene dia na ne yetisi foma aprapra yete mountain so na afi ya hwe se de be ya mountain so betimi ay clean apart from that ensu aye to nyina ehu bi gates mo chokuni ade jedru sabre ya fasa akwanya we so na afi ya tete gates ma prapra ba bi ni kwase finda hwe ne ensu to wanso abola amfa ankwa ankogum janope National Sanitation Day ne ekoso kama now eno achi mahu se ahomache ne de ba konkonsane atro ministerial reshuffle ade no fake ayibi release bin na internet ne so say omampan John Dramani Mahama aye ministerial reshuffle mbacho kwakuma to yem baabi a obi a why na mampan na so ye krata na ba communicate no fa communication na communicate free Felix Ofusu kwacha na bo ne ho aba previously never we abe fa toto ne hwe ade bonse we ne amanfo bi na akwhye dem a prepare the aba no problem nti anope wote baabia na so na ministerial reshuffle paper no mo share any ade ampacho no kure bia ni boy fake te ko akoma to yem baabia wo bia na afa adwuma so enkoso nti mo amahu bi no circulate the SCC ameka say amanfo mo share mo frefre amanfo phone say busy pao but bibia say ni ho why na enochi June 4 celebration eba so na June 4 celebration ho abakosam ni ade ya bokakra the vice president Professor Nana Jinopoku Ajiman Eko PM June 4 celebration no Eko so El Banda Bono region to na ensempa mpanifo de good amjidi se wati bu NDC ni mapa keda fo no ko PM na keda se bosumi we nyina mu no keda fo no programs ahodo mbe ba moto asemba ko se omampani John Dramani Mahama wan animanim ye na se obaba bidinade wan na ebeto ne dwumadi so na mum keda fo so mu se time no bre no enyanson ne NDC wo kwan ofaso a edru ne flag bearership a ofaso ye ndi sabre ne duru a na mum se obia wa ambition a aban no ambition ne se obebu amamu pa eno no mo hwehwe keda fo se ene omohwe amamu na ekoso na akonkonsafo no wo hene eye den na aban sem a wa prepare na se kokoamu nsem epia bontene keda fo ye worried say we NDC for ha ana so gidi se NDC for ben aban na sansem ni MP well eno so obi keda fo asa express concern say the rate at which galamsey yes sensuo any ade ne koso na no so no omani nye ho but almost more series of programs within this week ani nyina be koso nti anopai June 4 ne koso no wona koso ejano ni ade nyina no ano de se wo de tuya na mo mbono banda ayenkro ne kopi mo ho ano so anope ho komo kakra enso ha eno achi anope daily graphic na otwe mu de enra say 24-hour economy to create 1.7 million jobs by 2028 na uragusita no ene de atodwa nti we no ye be makose by 2028 no na 24-hour economy no etimi ama adwuma nko 1.7 million jobs. Wow. Nti anope no so nkomo ni nyina daily graphic enra ebai nkomo na aka no akwakoye ebia yaso oden ni nyina aka ho bi na medi kan ato ayram no na afi metwa mo wa me ba niam ahyehyɛ na anope ya me de bro MPA for bodero se fam go no se car ne nam ne kohwe ase a mo bi ankon na otwem de asi no etan metwa mo abasisi a na afi ato aso de firo.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority. Ebo bibia kokose. Se fuel tank enya kwenshia ne dania. Menko ho nkwaye wadwen se. Onkosisa petrol anafango no. Ena afenso. Menye wadwen se wo ben fuel tank enya kwenshia ne ho. Akwa akodwetwa videos ana pictures. Na petrol anafango wo hwenso. Ohua ko wo mu a enye sunsun asobone. Ewo apomoden semso. Fango nso eho ahometinti no. Enfomso akitu ebi ebetumi ameja tom amana gise wom. Eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei aya fredum je adwumayefo ana posifo no mo mehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi eho hia bebre esen sa fango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority enede bro.
Peace of mind is very essential in your journey to success. For Akwesi Papa, peace of mind means having a proper covering over his family. Literally. For Araba, aka Injection Mama, it's about having the funds to complete her advanced nursing course. And as for Corporal Odami, it's as simple as reporting on time for his shifts. Sometimes all you need is a simple push. At Needs Microfinance, we have tailor-made loan packages for salaried workers under the Controller General's Department. With the low interest rate and quick wahala-free process, you are guaranteed of a timely solution to get back that peace of mind, literally in 30 minutes. Microfinance, growing with you.
Yamahwe for kwaba fa no pay nto aso mfemfre Abranaa so memenda no pade yatena se ayede bro ba bia wo bia chichi ne benche ya wo hwe na yeto aso ha nkomo no anope yebefa no mamienu ne ebusa se mpanyufo mputu anamo amenu mienu de ne yeso yefa ho NPA fo ame ate se farm go free to ba bia na se tanker de car na fa farm go no se e free to anakoteto ba bia menu mienu mu obi anko ma obi anko se o kwa akoso petrol ni biu se diesel o se gas o se di whatever menko na we no ye twen po se NPA me kan kire se sebio me nkodware ewo jam because enema na ewo no de ewo ni nyina wo hwe sisia no petrol no diesel no ni nyina eja nti gye se atwen NP ana asesei enhyehyɛ ben na aban ankasa yɛde nkrɔfo fam ansa because da bia from go ne behia bi obabi da bia etufo weekend and I said now twi mu sa ukọ Eastern Region stretch ne so a nkawanda na tanka ni bia akọ akote ato ho diesel na manfo abu ho NPA na said da ubo no still nkrɔfo ntie wote kra wato agu ebra so say yetimi chi nkrɔfo say fam go car no tanka ni bia akọ akote ato nti tanka na ate ato no men ko ho wakɔ ho nti achew time aso saa na ana ye nkyere police fo gina ho nanso edom a obekɔ omuguo no mdo so the police wo kwa cameras ni ade wo ho enti se saa bre no enti anya arrest actually ye arrest enyi ya na tanka akote ato ye si diesel na wo kwa Abranaa kuta kofo gallons no more than 100 bubu na nkrɔfo sunsu pan asesa pan enso kwa akɔsebi amanfo kuta motorbikes kɔtwe de agum na owia wasa gina kwan no ho kwan no ho no ba bia tanka no kɔtetɔe no a wasesa bie no wagina ho asa atɔn de amaka asa ekoba kromo ya hu pa o se tanka na ate atɔ no a yesimu obi anko ho no nyame ayadom na ensuo gugu kakran we na nsaso ni ewu. Now the question is MPA adenti so na nanse da bia no tanka ne bia kotiato na no ne say voxy car voxy nye voxy no ne steer no e obonkum ne atu abanifa operation whatever enti yem bane no kikiri na eja yen crofo road safety for hwan community no maba yem bane na ministry take action enyem bia mabusa se DNT because there's abosome enai miensa de ko nine so the bia de bechi bia no tanka ni bi koteto. The question is tanka na koteto no de na man teto ye the bia teto they say no yemfa ban ento tanka ne so ana which is no eno ntina na yeka say vox na enya akwanhia bebrebe no na enye car no e nipa dasani de ote driver na ote steer na mu twi no sisi yeka say MPA mu ayedin there be a tank at yato, there be a tank at. Now the question is NPA pipe as our pipe na a free tema omu pushy oil and as a fan go no FM na kwako pie e akosombo porto. The question is akosombo porto no say no e ya adwuma na anya adwuma yawo susen ni bi ana ships ni bi whatever technical term amwa mo de frɛ no say susen na etimi fa oil no bi efa sakosombo stretch na wona ekọ anase be kọ kopie mu e the northern sector omu pe bia chinchin na tanka ni ntwa kwan from Tamale from wa na be fa Kumasi to Accra to Temansa na sa be fa de akọ pipe no mpacho what has happened to it because say the number of tankers and nam kwan so no doors a business but sa pipe no eda tema to akosombo porto ema ships ne fade kono na etwa sa ne ema we nyina so no what has happened to that pipe is it still in operation and now say ebia ebinim selfish interest no yenyai so that tankers ne ya to tankers ne ntwenko because the number of tankers are a far kwaso a day no especially wa be drive from Accra to Kumasi through Kumasi to Techiman Kentampo to Tamale wa easy. Enti your system ho. The bia car na teto. Ebi aye efe. Ana ritual bi na pay for me. Senya sa NPF we DNS ye. Den kwa. Tankers no omuntimi mfa baabi amokoyi no ship no de ko na say e could do the northern sector ha. Still our tankers ntimi mfa na omuntimi ni. Dan say yebema almost say tankers now because I'm told say ship no bako the number of liters ebefano et say tankers no mako 90 and 95. So shene baako number of fuel ebefa no. Et se tankers no mako 95. What the anko kese kura 90. No bema pressure na wo kwan so bebre tanka na akotiato no. Ghana nkwa na nipa wu a yen value. Ghana nkwa na funu edifo. Ghana nkwa na be chesensu nyame ye. Bibia ye pen magic. Nti tanka no petrol na diesel na gas na atiato ye bompa ye se nyame. Sa ye kwose wi ye ko wi because ye krono obia tanka betiato obekwa akohwie petrol diesel obekwa akoso bi na krono. Nanso bebo mpa ese Nyankopon mon ho ban no nko wie diesel na ka na akote ato nti sa mpa no on se no me mpa yo so tanka na ate ato nya wo dia say aban dia whoever ade ne ndia no ate ato no first of all ye ka ni asa ko wie mu niam nyina nti wie a se ensuo toya ana ensuo anto se ja antoma na ye si cross ye ko on we krono mu krono ne aba ye da nyame ase no yenye ya adwene se de enye ye besesa satan kai ebi kohwe ase otachiman tanoso na enipa including soldier fo a omu se da bi tanka teto ayenko yenko pam nkrofo ni mfiri ho so obe pam so ompam wogusu ni nejatom omo ho nyina hye adwere be ma ade achi nipa hye egu ho magana ha e ba television set to obia hwebi oh we di arehosem ye kwa ye yo maye still ye ntu ye hofo nanu ya and sound stretching so e bi kotetoy the same thing e ho kra de ato twice second one ye hu first one ye hu second one na pa ejatom e hyenkrofo ho nyina sesi e ka say e bi da so go Eastern Region Hospital omo nto omo na still tank ateto a ye da so efa gallons e de ko ba bi atanka ne da ni jananim e kokoso bi God of mercy di adwene na da yiti nti kroni nyina na mu free so akotwe sa fam go ni bi no krono ye ni assemblyman also ye ni committee for also ye ni akrache for krom ho na Ghana Police Service ebra so se sa afo no whether say jatomu jantomu afterwards say mo ya arrest because at a point mutim sa ade na jemunsem and as 7 predators muntimi mfa any maximum force bia anko because ade no kra no hoye eja dabre dada enti aban wadaroma se kire ne ye kire na mompese police ebe prosecute a whatever tanka car no frito no obi kwese semu ne ma obi kwotwefu wala ye nche no ne mfa no kokot ye mo no kunadu na eno nya deterrent we asi na no de bibia nsi car na kese tanka omu atwe diesel ni nyina de afrim de be kosoko ade kye kwa Abranaa gina kwa ho de owi a ne nhora no wo de gina kwa ho gallons cars twema no aton agiska de agunu botum bibia nsi onsi ho mobo pa nti we ye kase ye gina we so ne ye de chiche de esa na etwa de ato de amanchirima no nkwadan keto no saben a papa kronosa dubense we na o chire obeba beka cho se eno do tuya na ba school fees anya no mpa anko school de akwala ni nyini na odru nso papa ni age the same thing adwuma krono na obekwa akoye krona na Ghana no you define corruption whereby wo nka ho ana wo ni panim and de obehu say corruption ba wo ka ho a da bi a chede de anopay NPA4 ba bia mo bia no nka wan da ho de no mo hwe police for videos ne ade nkrofo ne wom wona ejina mo nche nkrofo ne bi prosecute mo ne enfansu nyansa say ya de oboa ensesa hwe na ensuo no so nyae last week eboso ensuo no enkra ha ene ehu ne yeka ukonkro nketo no ma the same thing omo nso ba bia ni kwan se esi dan no assembly no emra no makwa akoye ensuo ho meters say yenko ho next abekwa so ya review say de aba ebi akane na 100 so de aba 50 abanyansa for brero no abagimi for no say 100 meters away ye na enim nyansa say 50 ne de aba ndi nsuo to a na tokese a eyiri fa obi a because obi akwa kosi dan e de esi nsuo nim baabi ani kwa se wakwa kosi dan de esi ho sesi aye ka say enra besi me the number of nkrofo mu akire omo pe baabi atena baabi ada no enye easy nsuo no so wonte yo June we mu kosi July we nsuo no beto saa etoti wi ano no we atoi maamefo esoso pan ena o masesa o munia mede agum atwa akroso sanso so ena nimdefo a o mako school o monso so na mu bie enti difference be na ebetimi di adro free sa no mami no nsuo no a eto no nyese wo to na agyae oguso to nti wa hwe se nsuo be kate mu community am pese mo kọ the other community na mo hwe baller pa mo ahye baller ya hye e wo kwan ho enis baabi eni kwan se esi dan si eni nsuo to enya baabi mfa a wo namu chon wo namu koba no enti nsuo ne twe a the question is obesa akwa akwatena ho biem we make us obi so atop plot to the whole sesi e ka say nsuo akota so wahu nani tua se plot no nsuo to a eyiri fa no nanso de ma se nsuo we ente obekọ asa akwa akosi dan de esi plot no so hwe ka yesi we nsuo timi fa emmem no benwan ne de na koba bi obepe bia bebre ohwa nsuo ato ati eno ano no ne ka sei ne demu ne ma nyina age so koyi tugu nanso still sa no obesa akwa akotena so enti ye nipa ben we ne ase ya de chichire Ghana dia ehu because Ghana mpotompoto pa ne ya chichire no eni da so bia anim the next 20-30 years no se Ghana se sia eni a na se sia na ebeko na the next 20-30 years no Ghana na we bi na Ghana no we enso yiri ye man made disaster and ye wo natural by the end there artificial ne do so to ye panyi bi ani ba bia o si ano anso wasi panyi su hu a sika ho oden intimadan ne su ha nesi ho ensuo to wie na fana ne nkwa na ye valuable nipa de obenya wa asase su bia de ye valuable item ne ye nkwa that's your life but ye beja nipa ne nkwa no enkomodie na to ni akodi ne property ne dan na wasi e de asi kwa no wo no eno ho nkomo ne ye bekọ akodi inima amene kora da yitrim se nyame obo ye pa ye nyame krona na bo nkrofo ba ko ne dia hey nyame ene ye dia disappoint o pa o because ye ne empanyufo nyina adwene wu se ntonto de ye no ye nye gise de nye ene ye bo ho dawro dinso ne still eda so fa we are no pay to ye nkrofo bo mpa ye se betin so nte ebeto akuafo no ba ye se nyini enye nsuo mu akotena ntina nyame beja nsuo no to baby atene nsuo no beto be yira fa ho na nka me mpa bo pa ne se nsuo ento nto aso be na otwemie no non stop na afetia na obi ehu baby eso otena aden ye di ehu abrosa we Ghana na menu mienu se be chichire no menu mienu dia aban de ye ka aban na ye menu mienu na momomo edigidi ahwe omunsa so mumra no nhwa amamu so no yentumi nka sare bibia omo na be yo one of the videos omampanyi dada na na adodan kwakufu ado ensu yiri se ya mu baako o kan plane se Ghana ye da so nsuo to ye da so to bola egu nsuo to no gates na se nsuo no famfiri na kono ye to bola gum baby eni kwase esi dan yakoye entu ono onton koso mfa man ni sika enye sa adwuma ne biem because man ni sika na nya ade baako pe ne de and he was right ebi asabre ne nkrofo be twa no but omampanyin John Dramani Mahama so bae first thing another na koma so obae sa ba bi nsuo to ankra ha na yiri fa nkrofo weja ne ho ahwan okọ assess the situation report that so bibia afentem nie enkoyo eda so nsuo nda so yiri e fa nkrofo enko because problem na wo ho no say ba bi edan ni si nsuo yemumu say ha gata da ha yakata so and then nkrofo timi kọ ba bi nsuo efa no no ma afele ho no ma ka che so ma yi kwan foforo de ama nsuo no what do you mean now ni nkwan yi ade na nko yi kwan mapo no eno na so no akoyi kwan foforo de akoto obi fie ba bi nsuo no fa be kwa kobu obi dan ni nyina yeto community no ni ehwe se sanse ofunwe ebetumi akoso nti eno so authorities mo ho ne wo se ba bi eni kwan se nsuo anase baabi a edan si na still ye be menasi ho baabi a eni kwan se obi kosi dan akwa kosi de si ho nsuo to a ye de bola agum eno de menu mie no ase de menu mie no community na team no aban no eye me ne wo nti ye ne ye ho adwuma aban de ebetimi abase ene aban ye ni ebia authority bia na ase ye ni obi a Ghana say bia Ghana we na hwe Ghana so dan ye be yi fufro de within that space of time no eno no ye fiefie mu ye busua mu ba bia wo no de ye koye wo nyina bi ya amamu ni bia into central government no so ye central wo ye den a wo ye branch of government and I won't ho ntinsuo na yiri no enkran nsuo to ya no pay when there videos ni bi ebia na mo amohwe no mo hwe yiri fan crofos a be no na yese yepe ntinu asoso na agya yebetinam ma beja for be ba be come ho na afa no pay nkomo ndi aka etumi dia bro the question is DNA coso between the finance ministry agric ministry finance minister say me discover agric nso so call muso sika na buy na way I say nkrofo bi nsamrane na sika no away the question is a finance cano. Me tramwaba. Na fe yahwe. There was this press conference by the deputy defense minister where na the agric minister etobi. Na agric minister to finance minister deputy echre sika about the agric ministry. Ehona no response bi amba. Inti Ghana fo nyina nim say sika ekwa agric ministry. What has happened? Anope ye ba sisi ani ebusebusa wonsem kakra. Me tramwaba na fe menema wida fo atwa.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority. Ebo bibia kokose. Se fuel tank enya kwenshia. Ne dania. Menko ho nkwaye wadwen se. Okosisa petrol anafango no. Ena finso. Menye wadwen se wo ben fuel tank enya kwenshia ne ho. Akwa kodwetwa videos. Ana pictures. Na petrol anafango wo wenso. Uhua kwa wumu a. Enye sunsu asobone. Ewo apomeden semso. Fango nso. Ewo ahometinti no. Enfom so akitu ebi. Ebetumi ameja tom. Amana jise wom. Eba ne saa. Nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei aya fredum je adwumayefo ana posifo no mo mehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi eho hia bebre esen sa fango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority ene de bro.
Ema herfo akwaba na anope yento aso mfemfre make say me the candidate to just say there na ekoso between the finance ministry and then the agric ministry but samo hunto mompe no mame na musa ne say den ankasa na ekoso okay hunto what you come watching
menu amejoso na pomie
nyame adom ye hu ye pa hunto ye media liaison officer agric ministry ye ne di nkomo kakra na afi ono ankasa nsem bi a waka ene de enim se eho bacha sami gina so kakra bi ma me na mo ma me bite no na afi yento ankomo no so mfi ho.
We are matching our vision with the sector with sustained funding. I'm happy to confirm that we have released about 1.67 billion cedis, representing 85% of the approved 2026 budget for goods and services and CapEx for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. And Of this, the Ministry of Finance has released 521 million cedis to be invested in the 50 farmer service centers to support mechanization and improve productivity. We have released 110 million to be invested in irrigation infrastructure across country. We have released 515.3 million cedis for the supply of fertilizers and certified seeds to our farmers. 244.9 million to be invested in the poultry farm to table project, what we call the Nkopong initiative, and 200 million Ghana cedis to be invested by the National Buffer Stock Company to address the long-standing challenges in distribution and trading of produce. We are marching.
Okay. Nti, we the Deputy Finance Minister. We a press conference. I on what name? Na ochre sika ako sector by sector. But lucky enough, the Agric Minister was present in a video. Now, Same, afe yenhwe the ni sesi the Deputy Finance Minister ochre sika ako the Agric Ministry. Then it says the Finance Ministry deny the Agric Ministry. Sika eseko.
Agya Wusu anope ma mencha ne for ne for anope na me party akese so nkoma me boss o ma boy kuku enra na nke ne birthday I was say jan cutlass no pada yeba na yebe man daddy happy birthday ne yakotu birthday nyoma no nanso Ghana juma kese ya sumo no e janu na ne sum kese ya sum Ghana ntino o Belarus ne nyina so ye afọ juma dia ye kase wo no man pini John do mani mahama Eshemu hono mo a omowe kwa mbetimi apaso aboa amekreate me atu ponti me chia no so ene anope Agya Wusu tebio obi ani sawobi na emisa wabo eni a osoafo abede tse office kasem no to ensem so eka ye Abranaa urmonyamfo erikopoku etiho oka sa asem no behwe urmonyamfo erikopoku so wo hwe video ni ye pa abo nse ne ho kura adwiri no okowe minister nanim and yes, you open it, manti. As I'm not pass my eyes on tea. Minister Mina no Ankasa, Ebesina Minuka, the minister on Kabibia, and Papa Salsam. And she and some number for Granay Friso, a dear a the password, and she am pano debut serious. Actually, you won't say Minister of Finance, no. Abo Modern, some more Deputy Minister Kaino. Why your official post our official Facebook page? Any social media handles were posted and nothing or official website of the ministry that could post to her. Now, all this platforms are officially no government institution biano. Adding them to the next some 200 more. It's supposed to a yenocre. That's my say yenocre there. It's subject to verification. I will say it's me too many tracy. There is a answer me a yakin and yenocre, especially when government agency and other sector be associated involved, no, I will say almost be for purposes of accountability. To be a baby to me, and I'm by and no crown. Also, the social media, social media for publish it or marketing contrary to the claims that the Minister for Finance has not been releasing funds to the Greek ministry. No, this is the fact. If we any go so, they are funny serious. And they will say encourage ABS free Minister of Finance. I have said the months and trough for Ghana Web publish it, but media publish it. That this is the proof. I treasure and the amount of 1.677 billion. Yeah, the amount Minister for Food and Agriculture a year 6 months. I represented 85% of the total budget. And to me, and I'm media advance here by because and some in a year cano. Bibia is about data. Everything is about fact. And just putting the credible to Jama Ghana and my statement I'm releasing here as a media liaison officer, Edema Minister for Food and Agriculture. And Michelle Muse, a year February, boost to me a chair money. They done a toss to do and a Minister for Finance, extra crata the bread, a Greek minister. Our crata and yet to be say a year authorization in an say. I mean, Chemu Fontiasi. They say a public management act necessary. Acquire a bank faso, a church and a car, a limit you may say, we are ministry. Yan Fesika Emma Miku account mu say I approve your budget. It be a 2 billion. If you go account mu as a ministry and who as a minister no. Power fetch the officer with this way and the officer on Panye. I'm running Chester. I'm running say who a minister, who the own seminar who's command finance minister. So I feel me person me do a group for say. I feel person me top a line say. I feel me person me work for say. I feel them a person me now when they are called to finance minister. Finance minister and so trust no be say be to 2 ano. Now when Chile munu to asumu na bebo my Ghana. Now what ya to more. Now or they are called parliament for budget statement. No are called reading actual parliament. Parliament is what last year abubu. Parliament is jitumu we are. After a finance minister and panse. Ubetini ayisika edi ama agric minister. Amo de ayewe ayewe. Esa se sikane na wontino. The finance minister ninya sikanoa. Na ke wa flower agric minister. Usikana wosi unya afimu nyinano. Menya dudu se medema. Fakoye we. Entisikane bano eba betiaka answer na quest can ube release no contractor no catch off in agric ministers afedi obetia ma contractor na also pese okokodo afuo no obetimi akwa akodo na emo modo afuo ni wi a fa dance e kirese wado afuo no bleme asen ka chianeka enti contractor no kodo wi a I was say agric minister kokofe I was say pictures at the kokotire finance minister ya the kokotire finance minister nso wa finance minister no so begbo akire akwa korese ampa ananse nyampa no release this Canada aba enti yan first kanema enti what so krata 15 February at the Prime Minister for Food and Agriculture say me mausika sum no more than 775 million Ghana cedis say busumi say din kan efi January ekosi June obetini spend this kawe anso wa obunkunta echiremu Sikano, essentially catch them on the Sikane bar. Your children, this can be no. A yes, finance ministry document and that's letter what the buy no. What the minister and answer ministry they say. That's 755 million Amedema won. What say activities and description, procurement, what it procure agricultural inputs, fertilizers, seed, and agrochemicals, 500 million. That 750 million. May they move 500. Pakoto fertilizer, Pakoto seed, Pakoto chemicals out of the for. Procure 4 million day-old chicks, including feed and vaccine for Nkoko and Kitengiti program. Kokoto and Kokoma of a 4 million. Any and one drone where Diane. Nefama a year Ghana for Nkoko and Kitengiti 200 million and I'm there. Afe, 3 solar powered mechanized boreholes and pump houses. Was it go to boreholes? Solar powered. I had a irrigation. And also 75 million Ghana cedis. And to Kanin Abumwa, I had 775 million. I know this Akata every minister. Oh, yeah, no. I did cheer, and then I saw and also another letter by it. Another letter was the buy no eba on the 19th of February. And or the buy. Or the buy no, I know catches it just by say. Mama Wakwenya say 775 million no. No. Masasha will say as a ministry, I have to mean anymore. No. Ubetime spend sika only 453 million Ghana cedis. Many American Catanibi said a bear, phobia winner, Obi Abatiasi. Letter way signed by Honorable Atufos, the Finance Minister, dated 19th of February 2026. Was the implementation of budget allotment ceiling for the first and second quarters of 2026. Menkae. Was in section 25 of the Public Financial Management Act 2016 Act 921 requires the Honorable Minister for Finance to issue quarterly expenditure ceiling in respect of the approved annual budget. Also, the PFM, that's the Public Financial Management Act Regulation 2019 LI 2378 under Regulation 62 Clause 4 enjoins the budget officer office and join the budget office to prepare quarterly budget allotment, which shall be within available funds and quarterly cash forecast. Say, and none more no as a finance minister say, Wusu miensa biano, or betche, the cow or any tuma or steady. Yet also say, in view of the above, budget allotment ceiling, which has been prepared to guide spending in the first and second quarter of 2026. And one more allotment in our budget now, the buy no, and now selecting with at this particular time. That's the allotment. There's also 3. As part of government fiscal consolidation strategy to progressively and sustainably reduce the overall fiscal balance to sustainable level through the implementation of expenditure rationalization measures, all covered entities are hereby advised to operate within the budget allotment ceilings in Schedule 1. Under no circumstances should a covered entity commit government beyond these ceilings. Was it said the Abaya, Abanum Kunta Board in the Sikasam said you obey catching coast according to the size, you know. Obia no point say Obakwa spending more than the idea manual. Who they are not to Jaba for say, please be reminded that action contrary to the effective today's directives would trigger the sanction and surcharges outlined in Section 96 and 97 of the Public Financial Management Act 2016 Act 921. What it as a minister say ye be before every day one okoboka fufuro be more than the esebonwa wo yabeji scanner free ho afi so yabetu waso and what they emra e kire de ato me nua wutie me
papa me also na pese niam na wa itemize ni si na afi me busa de to aso
no and to we no and what they allotment no e kire say minister from January to June sika ubetimi are spending here the sika ubetimi are spending no so and also or the home kuntabu ed by na okwa atemwa eye minister no eka yini and what the items e by and near do or enim say agric ministry ebe gina so na ode edi ni juma eye busumi nsia eti enkan said the nra me de buy statement okwa e sa statement no anaso ko e sa letter no de buy ba wa chemu say your chere ni wa say okofa jumadi ahudu bi a apani edie ebi ati se nkukon ketenkete ebi ati se eye farmer service center no tie do kan e wa ha wo say farmer service center sika wo de amano allotment no eye 172.5 million Ghana cedis nkukon ketenkete eye 36.7 million Ghana cedis fertilizer and certified seed 77.2 million Ghana cedis Feed Ghana program 4.5 million Ghana cedis. National Football Pastor Company, 30 million Ghana cedis. Irrigation infrastructure, 26.2 million Ghana cedis. You are the man here. That's me. So could a deputy minister. Now some of Kayanwa, they show that one boneno, Ponino, Amatifuna at Chibi, Almuna at Chibi Oka. As some deputy minister Kayan say, because they are buying a at the Amma. Say, young fan conquer, to say feed Ghana, to cover ye, young fan quay and conquer, to cover ye, young fan quay, irrigation, or boni in our so. I mean, you may a short of figures on our honor, and to be a mention that Hamilton, the Chaconemum, to make our name some more Kaya. The minister say, the car I buy Ediama, a great minister, young fan quarter fertilizer. 550 million where you scan the amount. Yes, I know Kai.
Save Pepe.
But let I know the man now was this castle or the man of Busuminsia. I think 77 million Ghana cedis. And also or the Emmanuel. What they are not to China was 60 of the amount from Kukanket and Kete. 244 million Ghana cedis. 244 million Ghana cedis. And also there amano a year busumi sia a din cancer on fankoya and kukon ketenkete. Baminia, Okokore, Tika, Wadema minister, letter the command minister, busumi has obeyed my spend, or catch a kukon ketenkete 36.7 million pay.
Maybe in short, no. Is this a young first come the minister of a Greek and now says Sikano? Ya de kudi juma ese di enti yentimi musa minister se sika we yawe
ya first kadema eminia ma min twaso na men sound fan ko enra ministry of food and agriculture PR department medical check say me ye juma directly under the minister for food and agriculture me public servant enti oko ministry on PR department a mo no kasama eye agric ministry no me juma dia me di bia no me ye edema agric minister. And think of what or Monamaka say, Yen Samo Huntedi, Samonton statement not the bar, no shino. Sebi, about Corena and Natacha Mumamu and I say, I want for Majuma, Monton Kahon. Nipo Betty may dear with my family agric minister, and no crano, and yet documents not a farm Juma. And officially, I'm not a government appointee. And she had confronted me, Juma directly under the minister and not under the ministry. But over ministry, the department, a PR department, Minia, and no issue statement. My main taking time, Namen can find entity for. Ministry statement to release the no. Ayan Kuntabu, you see, after 2026, every Ministry of Finance, Ababato, a Ministry of Agric Futumu. Even ya several on one, coming kind and fancy.
Meba Tobo. Time ninti. On social media ne between NDC Mwankasa any abaimno. Adere ya say finance minister no emphasis come anti agric minister ntimi nyaduma. Ana wadwene nko.
Yes.
Nti sanity ana.
Minia se sanity o senya sanity o. Ma men kan letter yi. Ni amfan to asemu a deputy minister kan oni o say aya no kre ana say nya no kre because and let any kuta on time no adaroma guess in swat the letter necessary letter ni or say for immediate release date 5th June 2026 heading or disclaimer meaning obi a truck card and a disclaimer says obi a kasem bia enya no krent oba be ka no kre wo mu yes sir
yes
or say the Ministry of Food and Agriculture has taken note of a recent video and publication in social media and traditional media, in which the Ministry of Finance indicates that 1.67 billion Ghana cedis, representing 85% of the MOFES 2026 budget approval, has been received. Which the Ministry says, Abranaa na Bobo Anwa, Yaka social media, Yaka traditional media, TV and radio. So the Ministry of Finance said, with the sum 1.67 billion. Oko total budget for this year, and your home will pay the 85% at the AMA Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Ministry of Food and Agriculture Services. Was it for the information of the public? The Ministry of Food and Agriculture clarified as follows. Ministry of Food and Agriculture,
okay. And what time needs so the person can say Minister of Finance, Emma Agric Ministry Sikentino. Agric Ministry need to mean Juma. Is that the case?
And I make say, men person mechano because I mean I'm able with it. They can't let Hano, Name the amount.
But this letter is coming from the Agric Ministry.
Yes,
okay. What kind to say the letter now? You per se about it tougher.
Very good. And to say that as at Friday, 29th May 2026, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture has received a total release amounting to 244,321,150 Ghana cedis, representing only 12.4% of the ministry's total approved budget of 1.9 billion Ghana cedis. Many are saying, okay, the Ministry of Agriculture and every Ministry of Finance is 244 million. Meaning 244 million is the same as 1.8 billion.
One year per year, and only a per year, clear. Why?
No, start breaking it down. Let an Masanya Abranaa Tiawa, one bit Yakam or Chief.
You wait to me
What's say under the poultry farm to table project, which is in Kuwanketing State, which is one of the key flagship programs aimed at increasing domestic poultry production. The approved budget for 2026 was
me da se de na pese ehu ne se ase ake ne ya doso yen hyedante e ho ase papa finance minister and first kanko agric ministry nyeska nya adwuma e ho na ye pese nya bet we na akọ se sika no e bi akọ the various sectors na nyesa name 1.6 million de nlu sa
ye see afimu nyina no deputy minister for finance say ye sika every finance ama ministry of agric 1.67 billion. That's an okay. Yes, an okay.
Aye.
In the Ministry of Agri, and so this say, you see, I feel January, May, I German. Tika, Ministry of Finance, the Amomo, 244 million.
Okay, me that say, we na well established. I bet me di ho adanse. You know, Ministry of Finance, ebia nkomo ye cost no. Almost so beba fe further and better particulars be over yet me aje de atoton. But for now, on records, no Ministry of Agric and 244 million, not 1.6 million.
CBC.
Okay. Mate. And you that say me and finance here. Until differences and abem. Say the total budget because se be a ministry in the Bay Adwuma no. Say ministry no ka say what the 1.6 and our finance ministry led by the deputy minister, cash for the 1.6 billion and aqua. Now, agric ministry say, "Bo, sika mo kan dey." I know ya den. They didn't can also him say from so because of here video ne dey kan boy no. The agric minister is sitting right behind the finance minister. The common cost on a press conference no. Na agric minister no obi. But normally be home so e bi na nifa so. Intino. Echire bi ani pan be correct. But ma has consistently and kitaundi bia from the finance ministry no e yakọ say agric ministry anya 1.6. No mo say so ye nkrata so me dia also ni. Nti say what say 244 every 1.6 billion ma de aka ebotwo ba bi kron de aka no finance ministry anopay ye twen mo madaroma why mo famra ye twen mo den pa Mon famra finance ministry yate enti so far the oho no na afi yento aso mfamfiri a Abranaa so dwumadi no ye de brew memenda no pa no nwotwe no ekosise nundu ebebo na nwotwe ekosise nundu ne bebo no na afi yetena ase ne edi nkomo na otwe ne mu de akokọ so na bia na yetimi ede nkomo de aka no enso so etumi de abro ma bedwafo na tena se na afi yetumi de nkomo eho no enso so etumi ato aso ede ama na nkitamdu ekoso ana okọ the various social media handles na anopay obenya ni nyina enso so say Twitter na be share na say Facebook live ada social media handles na ho nyina okọ nkitamdu ekoso ana ni nyina enso so onsa betumi aka ho wadwenkyere no fato sa akonya bampo na say kenkan bejebre na afi ya kenkan ni nyina enso so etumi de ama abedwafo ne kam ho ne nsuo ne to enti no bi o ho aja late kakra betimi abam na so nyahwe ye wo a lecturer wo Pentecost University Dr. Alexander Amobafo wo ha anope nkomon de ekoso no ye ne be difa kese na doc ye mo achi no apom ti say nobody else but my friend sin madura
obey dem say for God and country.
That's right. Na often you see me kase betete wa. A free Monday kwesi anime dia unya so. So ba ko sa na want na afi bia to twa. Well, ya den kitawndi no ebeto aso minim enkomodi esisi minim say bia o take bi o.
Now I think you say clarity na ya establish clarity but before then let me say good morning to Wahefo na before some proceed. So I think say why establish clarity. I think say Ministry of Finance what the 1.6 billion.
Yeah.
And agric ministry so the about they say in Lusa 240. So variance now is about 1.3 billion something. I think say we abia a fatase also ministry no of agric a babonte be yan because variance no so.
Okay.
Yeah,
but now I am from because the agric minister had a clear opportunity whereby I would the deputy no better in the prompt be a minister and
oh no,
because at that moment na coin I'm be an agric ministry when yes you be on a ye Ghana for him ministry no na momo and
then no credit but no mo so hwese bia later no bia because na ska bia kwato ma agric ministry hu to mo ko ati bi bia no bio
yeah
the Abranaa na abade na just say umba bonti be anti for you no no adwini se bia wo e bi kura check bia kwato but ministry nya hu here
yeah
anti I think they did the right thing.
But quickly, you bet me I started with the flood in Swisha say you can have other communities near the
it's so many in Swi farm am from the I think say Saturday na koso Ghana e maybe pray fata ense in prepi you know e be no ma as a nation we can't do without it flood in any part of the world flood into me koso but Ghana flood na be koso titiri ne yeah, who did this in terms of Sebia the way you two emu go abontin basabasa ne ade aside ya hu di sem no so o man so assembly is acting on behalf of government in terms of making sure say my vice chancellor Pentecost University in the kind was say department madam no na vice chancellor ho into be a course behind also making sure say that's right into MC we metropolitan assembly and bia a manager won say hwe na ade we yenye de enkoso to die no so be di omani gates we be make we be omani ni eno wachi marketplaces we be make sure say dwedi ekoso hospital bi ekoso bi wo territory bia no ekoso pepepe entino I also say some of them know MC MMDC ne metropolitan assemblies no almost can be moduma no ya na etosi ngakra they are more reactive than being proactive who am na tubo lagu enti
emantem wona na
e tubo lagu I don't do so assembly so guys amanfo we you so so mhwesa anom ne nyina say e be cause daily day nyina ba bia e no say tubo egu nyina no amanfo ho na etu muka enti no akoye problem bia you are a critical problem abebo no modern says kase we fanya de we no na timamufuo ene mu ade dwuma na show nsa so munye e make sure say adme no eno so ewewe enti how kase ye pa
ba nsuo to ya yehuni senka nsuo no tia nanka yakora fi ana
sabe pepe so na because assembly no the municipal dia yo dia who na your president or make sure say got test bia is in order enti ado de senzo to ne say gates mo chokuchoku e de gates mo choku ye ana assembly ba bontia be kase timamufu na to enu ani go timamufu to egu na assembly na ehu ana these are some of the issues mo ya de adwuma no ya de adwuma hye wonsa say we na previous say wo severe I think say your responsibility ana ya de ama wo say di huduma
that's right
in this Accra yo dia indication say we dey in Accra gates na mu ate nti yentweme nso ntoso yeah dem fato emu egu hono enya de efekre
bedase meba na afi ato ankomo no so Dr. Alexander Amoba for lecturer Pentecost University anope wo kan wo ha ma bedwa for council ba nemum anope wutiem ne se we Ghana ni mapa na abefo ntentan so no ewiase nyina na eho no ewiase sa yadwuma ka ho obi ho a wasori anope abefo no so no ntentan no ontu ne nan eso na obedidi bosome so ho na ogina ketua na japade a waye nyina ho na onya friye na emom skill na ide sa no nibi nti Ghana ban led by the Ministry of Communications to see ye ka say why ready so obeboa Ghana for free of charge na afi wetimi asua the digital system no when you advance and that's what me advance on the digital level. To make us say about the 1 million coders program about 1 million coders program about our Ministry of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation and the disantity we in Ghana for. A opportunity can see a as you say ube nya kwenya sonko de asua digital skills including coding and kasa, cyber security count, digital marketing, data analysis, and the account. Bebre into a binding share no back on. Nemum a free into no say, Ebia na usuani, and I would be crowd school or do. Nemum, and no man be always to Misia, night me abow, and a lecturing senior lecturer the bebre digital or the Ghana and watch the US for the US. Sana kwe into Sunyabi, Ubia Sunyabi. A binding say a free. Name we a student and entrepreneur, say be our professional skills be or marketing, and I saw your bar bema munina o can be age BN you be free. Training no available. Physical training and a mobile across all the 16 regions. In Ghana had a region BN who are in a frame. The Obeana say Obeko online wire registration. No ababe can home. Now if you want so what me aqua just saying him the and I sent it here free a qua TNA 1 million codes program a free. Yeah, still say they see you digital tools no. Now so when you seek etum the frame. Would you me an opera the Oben say Obeko in Tintin so www.1millioncodes.gov.gh www.1millioncodes.gov.gh no wako na afi nso akwa registration akwanya na yawo dia na afi santete watimi akwa akwajibi ntete no de ehu hia wanyi bia ha adwene te se de wankasa 7 previous na wadi hu abro no na abedwafo tena si na afi nkomonde aka na beso so ha enso so atumi de amaw Abranaa so meme da no passe ya ne no di sa pepepe na no pe di ato a no so be atumi de amaw make us say ya maame Betty Crosby Mensah, former member of parliament from Plains North. And I pay what's nice, Baba. Now,
Agya Wusu, I also want to say, yes, happy weekend to you all. And that is only the baby. Now, I know pay very difficult. Say, you bet me, I saw a crowd about Bedua. That's right. But Yamiadum or the Ababi Druti, yes, so. Yeah, chia you know animal motion ya no pay wo muhina afie ya muhina happy Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, happy Sabbath. Yeah, this is happy day. Na ensure talk e kakrenya na die ba wo monitor be se free last week oba as the be ankrofo so ne ma ejina nsuo ye pe ba bia da.
Agya Wusu. Me say anope topic you choose to say you be discussing what it's one of the very important topics. Nkamesre rade na masre eye akandifo say emba meye one of those challenges ye be ye di ano be kanetara keke na emo me be sua bibi efrim ni ahwe kwan ye be fa so going forward no ye betimi aboa na ya yesiesie ye man na ababe ye krabehwe no kre America kra it is yehinara as Ghanaians yenim say ye were 2 major seasons wo my way ye were the raining season and then dry season na afibiara no edru raining season na yankasa ye ma yeden ahye esan say as a country even though yenim say ye den ya nso be den ebeto and in actual sense no say wo hwe ye kuayo and I said the main occupation of Ghanaians are majority are into farming no crampa we say most of ye bomb pie crisis so near dey ebeto
no by nsu
however nso na ebeto na ebeboa ya ma ye duane aye dey enyi e ba beto ani ye ma sai dey esa hye nti ye yakwakoye se sebi kono kaya I say ye peso so ye mpe because in so many time in so I didn't my was our my no I am having ye papa and ye me and come no ebe me ya say ye betna eye waso ye ha ye xyz ha na ya ka say every time ya ye nya flood na ye di hu kita ho me ba me ti say eye senior lecture no can about indisciplined habits the way see a dying waterway any wetland semi abusing in there. These are conversations we have had over the years. In fact, I remember very well said those days when I was in parliament. Now members of parliament are in so as constituencies. Now they are making statements on the floor of parliament. Into this challenges are FAC head on. Yeah. We are aware.
But it seems that you know,
and you know. We deal because it looks like practically, we are not finding everlasting solutions to address some of these challenges, and that is my challenge. Because it's a result of indiscipline. We are expecting government to do something. One sector may who say more than 3-4 agencies. I remember in 2024, in 2018, I was a member of the Works and Housing Committee of Parliament. And at a point, that who said there were duplications of responsibilities. Because we had the Ministry of Works and Housing that was taking care of the certain works, gutters and things like that. We had the Ministry of Sanitation, which was also making sure clean. We had NADMO. We had NADMO. They were making sure say in so many idea gutters in terms of the silt in the woman and so from. We had them. We had our MMDCs. Within our respective districts and communities, and yet at the end of the day, the challenges and the problems are not solved. It's not media margin say, can we have one decisive department or sector responsible so that they are accountable? And then meanwhile, all these organizations have been budgeted for. Oh, yes. They have been given the people of Ghana's resources to work. And yet, at the end of the day, it's only mattress bako, rubber bucket bako, yes, we are going to attend to flood victims. Yeah. Waste of money. Whilst we are challenging government institutions, and look, is there a way we can consolidate them as a people? Now you're holding the sector responsible, not accountable. Yes. So that when some of these things do happen now, we know who to hold. Now, whilst I hear then we are also, deliberately educating and inculcating this discipline within our system. And then and yes, some crime who so be at social media say, can we bring back the days of town council? Tankers. Can we bring back the days of tankers? And where we will see say why a bet you say who to and yama baller you will be arrested. Many not too long ago. May remember so when the President John Dramani Mahama set up the establishment of oral. Now yes, in Kofubi, woman see dying, and waterway, you pull those buildings down. At a point, now you say we will tackle these issues head on. Nanka and Nena so na start here to tell we would have cleared it. Yeah. But for one reason or the other, we come back. Was it in Bena circle at Orencham to Ghana for 2011, right? 2011. 2015. At Orencham to Ghana for be brave everyone kwa ebisu did them. What are the lessons? What are the experiences? What are we doing differently? Obi shada try when him and I'm not me say obi shada try so part of the ball of one. Now this I want him sabita frache maybe the lecture ya ba betina dey one day as dey na bin here dey enkaye. But only partner want to ball and go you or no so and say you fan. Until yes year to a craft no near two more money so for and I jam off near two more money so for. Whilst we are calling on government say we should be very practical about some of these things. I was having a conversation. I am a very practical person. Okay. Now what to choir even say Canada. They have about 4 seasons. Okay. They have the autumn, they have the spring, they have summer, they have winter. But when what's now watch her? We have only 2 seasons. Okay. They have winter and the works. at all. Winter and wet. Psychological, they are shown to say summertime, spring, autumn. That is the time I buy any the other stakeholders, they focus on the work.
Okay.
Whilst winter, no, they will say, can we do some of these things? Can we use our dry season for work? And then maybe Ejuma. Your contractors, a woman 2 years, and so on to
no, but we so I can say a day set we did do a national sanitation day. Yanko clinic. And found the district assembly I want baby I ain't could not faco. Yanko to get them. GS said money we are still in shoot to say if I
yeah, Papa, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and a national sanitation day by. At a time we were doing it once every month. And that Uncle Frey by you. You almost share that course share sanitation ministry as an MSA initiative via President Mahama de Bayan on collapse. Into no effective bill. Some no can say national sanitation day. I don't think we are practicing it. If I talk in America, I think that, but only maybe one casa. Where did one way the why a mess now they are quite them. Then the government comes and says national sanitation was into can't we cite ourselves say look these are things that the adverse effects now on our society on our community no very deadly into the young casano a quite bad soon you better to I think say it should not just be we should hold our leaders, we should hold ourselves. Say, look, yen share your hustle. And near my bed, you bet me out to 2 years. I remember there was a time we were suggesting, dustbins on our streets and our corners. Near the woman near the dustbin because you know, be Abranaa Kwakov. That's enough. It's become back and forth. So we need a holistic approach to resolving this situation.
Mama Adibi to the Madam Kaya. Also, also Ghana.
Okay.
Anna president, want to me in Ghana, local government.
Okay.
Intermediate, still the bottom line lies with the district assemblies and MMDCs. They are the core. Leadership is everything. They didn't mean if you are quite good, you have got to bother me if and I am for plastic name you got them because we're big now a whole more day. MMDC for bylaws be very awesome the Eduma.
But any Eduma.
Oh, yeah, now by area be serious. Or market. A quite bad number first one. That area be fancy war in the petimono and home baton. But then the can say MC no cran any ban also. Nipperness in the area. Or be DMC cran or buy or dine. Yes, or buy another fire. You see, less institution works not to be a can be until say be making sure that institutions in the Yaduman. Them rather Yaduman. Let institution works, we are actually a National Sanitation Day, and they are a course of tackle at it. An opinion on we free gatten. We an opinion National Sanitation Day now can was plastics now. I am my gattes. Any National Sanitation Day, that's room. MMDCs, any districts you follow, no so me but for me the leadership.
That's good.
Leadership. There's nothing more, nothing less. Say me a
yeah.
More gatters, more markets.
Yeah.
Maybe you understand making sure say gatters be clean.
Okay.
Tell me banner will not be on my duty where we go. One of the big
So hold people.
And today be an amount for them. They making sure say tag us as my madam same family. It's the same thing. Now they were making sure say the good one the baby here. Some of them the institutions were working.
Okay.
It's never
by in situations whereby you prend any really ye hipuno fako.
That is in the choke dada. And no can be. But gatters in most of them are choke dada. Some that will be quite well. I mean, you should for example. Say our minister would be. Things are not part that one man. Say, Ubu Mikana be a cop. Well, who now ya bepra. So I'm not part down there 2 years.
Yeah. Oh, 2 years. 2 years.
8 years. Na mayor ana TV the baby agent.
Yeah.
Agent na say basa. President knows the free school ba na say na
president directives ne echina ye be. Yeah.
Nti adwuma na yada mama go so mu no local government won no mu ni. Sabi obi ku jakọ tena won ma contract de disca be go mbotum enu modwuno ho. And say adwuma na go so nti e dey performance measure na be to some of you. And then president ba this shit o got us we every I don't know.
Yeah.
What performance measure remember this mayors in DCs no. Say I don't do one yes I know my way nyina.
But MPCs so be at a point obi o masem ye beti kakra. Say nsase ne nyom dia. Ahemfo bi na won sase. E na nana bi aton nsase. DC dey na betimi. Na na ton asase.
Asa baby government no na plan every community bia. Baby nsu e baby an what say ha. Enye we say we tuna the mayor bi na we tuna mo bi si fie won. At least we be to kura na si won ma. We kwa say we fa utimi a betuma the court na sa no.
Okay.
Ya bu afi won. Enti nga say ma beto entimi ya mo oduma say be yo.
That's right.
Ya from me so say sabi no man abeto say time won beto so.
Okay.
Yesi be ya adwuma ma we local area no. Enye ba bia nipa betena. Umbe bi amana koso. Ebe bi amana koso. Umbe bi amana koso ayade ne ade. Ni nyai wase bi o.
But in a situation whereby demolition cry ekoya just aban na asa akopesa.
There
be si dan de asi nsuom no. Aban na akopeska eko high machines no abedwegu no asase sane nyina. Obekọ beba no 2 weeks time, a month time na asa peja.
Enti fa no ho ma ekusi dan no ho no. Enti dan esi no one day.
There be.
Yes. Still there's no more local areas. No say home no more much.
Okay. Mate, but that's it. Nti ebi no nsuo ni ade. Mo amusisi dan si nsuo mo still no. Ebi adakro. Ye dwuregu aya na de hard no na no Ramsar site. Omo ko dwuregu. Papa panyimu pa so no the resources na e ho.
Ano adakro.
Agya Wusu. Ma me fa bibi kakran kan ya lecture kan ye no.
Okay.
Na o ka bibi se ahemfo unva na makasa ahemfo no and the assassin but you nim say under the assembly no you were the department of is it town is it
town country planning for
town and country planning I no so person who to assassin na uti dan ya you need to go for certification from them. Me brand can say leadership, but immediately the moment you can leadership, no be a president. The moment you make say, but we have the civil servants. Yet the various responsibilities are there. And I think say it's about time
until retirement.
It's about time. Ghana for him, Ukraine. The political leaders have a role to play. But what the taxpayers' money, we also need to make sure that we establish inspectorate agents. Like he was saying, what is the target? How do we measure their performances? Say a community be, say, nonsense area who in a flood. Can somebody go there and analyze the cause of the flood? The cause of the flood, you say, woman sit down your friends say waterway. And now say a ball be no more to. And now say, be a yaman a juma na on your ne juma. Can we publish these people? People actually winning. The only way I mean we say Ghana for yet see because say yes I didn't go our situation will never change. I am praying and hoping for a better Ghana. Into me, Jesus say yeah to 2 years leaders. As a not politicians, actually, but we have people who have been given responsibilities to manage our systems, and I think that those people should be held accountable.
That's it. See, and no one ever can start one and SM writing no mudi. Ye kukudru. Na yetimi edo mahye sa tight corner na megili said the area ne nsa betumi aka ya beko your next issue ayo ya kwakoban say ndc amanyoku no mpanyufo hia na omo hia no omo bobo ne yamba bi so ade atum say ebre nyanson say bi ndc beko akoyi flag bearer to obi wa ambition now sumase campaigning whatever and now say the only be abe bemana daddy say was our ambition dropping in there obi en ho betimia I started and also betimia kase nani so ade hunti ne wo champion de there be time no so an do mo the crat ato so and what June 4 course celebration no and also kid for and so kasai kid for no the same thing almost NDC or coin of fast so naturally any flag bearer and tis abreno and swinging meaning say idea no train this American no sign in terms of governing and as I say senior lecturer on commercial CFO like that.
Okay, that's with regards to the static leadership, NDC leadership. I think that politics there, they can when it comes to choosing leaders.
Okay.
We must also need to say there are blocks in politics, and in politics we are going to come apart and yet trade. We don't be known the other. Oh yeah. Me the mean who me see me when me politics as a successful politics. Minimum no ba kuma national politics pa alantemantin.
Okay.
What now ma baby finance. The amount for you nyina no. Want qualify kofa buy ben kan tree.
Okay.
Ne baby. We be say baby ko so ansa no so me tra ho a ye be eyewi. Until we should not pretend say enoma bi see as a political party, I'm for no maybe.
Okay.
Oh, some of this is it will be very difficult. We want a champion because we be say minister be. I could never be because Faber. I'm here to hear say any of the people can be here. It's a man for the pure legs. I'm also landing on the same issue. Say, hey, say there, koso. In the amount for setting agenda. Ama mfanze like researcher Musa Dankwa when the start set agenda ni fitete
ba Musa sin adwuma no we poster anti na adwuma no
yes enti me man adwuma no so na when you de because I don't dey about bonti as a party cause I say amount for here niti and upa just say sebi ministry obi ministry mi obi person we flag bearer ni amount say we minister is here to the minister no want me
Obetimi
obi agodina platform bi anya de enye campaign maybe a man for the kit boom a man for na set agenda ma party in the party many concentrate ya ho de be ho president no say ohwe na adwuma ekoso bia no ekoso why you say onya adwuma ye no na afro say adwuma na wo ye no enye de enso and because of one or two because asema de elders adaba me no obi a waba bontin say ko prefer berashi
sisi a ka say
one about bontin
publicly
why
ye ni obi sade
say ono wa sebi ministers go bi an ekọ de wo fe adwuma
oye na adwuma
obi ye na adwuma
okay
say chitafo mpo na ye bibi sa fine then we can call for camp say oh chitafo that mean yes amanfo bi fine we can baso mu ye but publicly hu ye and this is politics
okay
the fact is me spending your energy as a party say as a say we don't even answer the also fight chiri mum you know say the public
okay
nature say the evidence we
okay
yes
okay
and yes that we are playing the tune of the agendas among for certain party
okay think say mo fe chiri nipa musu so yes no na chiri krache party ni say
evidence we won kwa there yenye nsa you know say party
has to bring out a statement
say as a and you may be in course and maybe a course but say president who say oh I have to see more evidence there. So you call the person to order.
Okay.
Because we are man yourself. I don't know be say so is fine. Me na make obi an ma bonte me kan. But the party should know how to handle this issue.
Okay.
Enya ade bia huhu kakraka say obi ye campaign ti wonti nya adwuma.
Okay.
The rules are there. Obi be ko rule bia man na say there. Nti so obi afom mra na mo mfre no. So as soon as by this evidence no what to mra.
Yeah.
So the baby and friend so like you know cases are be cause
within the party.
So cause so dey ya where they are. Some can e kana. Okay. Me en kana simple say because they okay. They cause be cause and sign bibia.
Okay.
See, you say e dey na be say.
Mati.
Guidelines no so be a breach guidelines.
Ana obeti. Kakra on this.
Agya Wusu what the topic na abafi ababedu NDC asoye no. Amemfa akwanya we. Ende ameno kase atorenchem kese ato the NDC political party. Amemfa akwanya we emma the leadership of the NDC, including the leadership of the women's wing of the NDC, and the leadership of the NDC in the northern region. And a pemi momu na yako. And a PM say, Sisia no ma confirm. Say, Endra, yanka sayadi na yamame, ye deputy regional women organizer, our northern region, and Dindi Agya Bintu. Say, and they onka atiasefo assassin. Na ye di nkoma ya kofa party nsama no. Na se me ma busuafo any party ni hina yako. No kre eja be na wotwe mi ankasa me northern region.
Okay.
And I'm able pro on issues of national recreation.
Okay.
Na me could see the women's wing leadership no so. Na Madam Charity and Madam Agya Bintu eka ho.
Okay.
Nti anope mi di ya obebre. Ye ba ya start kasana me see ka sanitation and other things. But wakwa party asama bai. Na anope me di ya kase. Meka obrofum say I wish the family, the NDC fraternity, my condolences to them all for the loss of our sister, our mother, our senior deputy national regional women organizer, Agya Bintu. I wish their family, condolences. Now, kika kona bedi ababesi the issue of the party elder statements now I release them. I person me can say we are a political establishment.
Okay.
That is the first note I person will be here. And sana ye be form government na ye political establishment. Into ye political establishment your daily activities, even so when far politics and she mukrampa, the conclusion is that you are a politician and you are doing politics.
Yeah.
Naminia lecturer me, how do we navigate around it? Send your promises to the people of Ghana, your mandates not the people of Ghana, and their mayen, you need to deliver alongside our politics.
Okay.
And I feel that is the angle we should be looking at. Kwa political institution and establishment. Your money position, crana mikujina baby ekokasa. People assume say or read political meanings into it. Into your hono, me ahoɔden me support be kan nea me nua be ma no kan ye no ho say is it possible says ye hu bibia enhyeda ento yie ekɔ partner kwama those people no can we call them?
Okay.
Na ya hwe kwan ye be fa so a ye betumi di yie ato yie sometimes ubehwehwe no na nipa no kra wo basis. Because by virtue of the fact say be a meme ya mama appointment in the crampo no I know some people are yedi tumi bi ashomunsa na tumi ne yedi ashomunsa no resources say wo mo de eboa community and as a man for no wo mo hwehwe targeted groups and delegates no mo the resources na yedi asho na politics no ye pay within the next 4 years we will go for elections. In the other person on when ya no also no dey more call round more cash na mom ni asa dey bicycle man say won fa ye ban adwuma no won no deviate e dey ye under the your friend say the hideout of your friend say adwuma no ye no ye ni dey no dey projecting image say ye ni sa na I think say we are not being fair to the others.
Okay.
So sincerely no even we say Penfo said daddy anko papa if we really want to be strict with some of these things clearly we have the party has its guidelines. Can we hold it?
Yes.
Can we make sure that the guidelines of the party is implemented to their core? And even some of these things we don't see the evidence near the beba and maybe so many panic of filing the nomination and I say your covert now instead of saying using those evidences against the person we've had so many of such experiences. na koba ne sa na obi ebi odi echire no esua ne odi kan ne nante o no odi echire no esua ne odi kan ne nante nti koba ne sa na se wo hu se o there are no sanctions asam no kra mo kan kwa na wo pese echire fo no wo se drum so mo ye dey wo mo come nsan gu se be mo dem refam na mo hwe ne ekoso I think say ye ne sa dia eyeyi nti no I appreciate the work of the leadership of the party say mesro bo say sa ne enkomo we na ya na enhye da anye enkomo a ye discuss wa abonte strategically within the party the kwan ben so ye be fra afa ne afa ene yen ye hina ye ka ho me ya me de me ho ache mu bi ye be fra ye hina ne ya hwe kwan ye be fa so a ye be tutu ne ma ye so that the government will succeed. Now government ni succeed and betumi ama political party no so dey etumi succeed. We are all hoping say the NDC because omo wo echi dey. Ye hwe say ne a wo mu tutu Ghana ase any say no mo bo man from na. Me dem be gidi say ye tutu ye nema yi we are never coming back. Into how can we hold ourselves together? Say ne be ya sa mambofo no we can keep them at the back for a very long time.
Yeah, that's it. Let's say your one last topic I be here be nkomo. Before I buy no na ayehu yasu yempe Ghana osum yensa na wa som yensa na obi a chiri enuanum kremofo ye nananom Christopher obi ampe dia asofo sorry so be ma pressure MPs bi kan ho ye na say pass LGBTQ+ or whatever the passage na yes mampanya sent it to na so bi dia court aban na sesa ama sese aban foforo aba ban foforo nso so the campaign oba obesign MPs akoshi amrashe fie a pass ade ache mi say speaker so we dey me surprise pa o make asem nya consideration ma pass say well say passage ne kra no quorum way MPs no ho asem bebre ana say hu komodi no aba bedrum pempen so bi minority sorry sa mo se mo ba mo besign na ade na mo ba ya man sign doc.
Yeah, but that's it. I think so this issue of LGBTQ plus issue no. Yeah, sama Ghana. Say ya tena ho ma sa suban be we mu say o man already know as Ghanaians or as Africans we've lost a lot in terms of values, in terms of anything. Anything that we have as we cherish as people no gradually are fading out. Now Lord, God being so good at this point, I think say to some extent. Acquire an animal ya far so before mo call any so and I know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and then the Foreign Minister LD an agenda or UN. I no cry ye ka ho nsem ne anade. Enye ade o se tena ho e ma ne be ye be no be obi a Ghana fo nyina je tum so say dem eba.
Okay.
Now, at this moment, what I'm saying is what went wrong in our parliament. Say, ya pass here, ya pass. More parliament.
Yeah.
And I mean, parliamentary rules, as I speak now, no, we need much on them. But what I know is, Emlan also here, Juma.
Yeah.
Emlan also here, Juma. Juma dino speaker Kasum delegation passing. Umotiana. That should be one question.
Okay.
Umotia, Emlan ben umutinye. If they broke a law, then law no bema and consequence and at the quite bit my fast will be clear.
I will say more reconsider
my pass into have they broken a law? That's an issue. If they've not broken any law, proceeding with the process to the president. Presidents are bad on television. I say I didn't do anymore. Me, I told you call for the way. Impo mene sebeba kwa mene Council of State members ahwekwana yebere.
Man, the question is did they know from the minority side ni yados whereby mo accuse to say name be a woman na mo de koto se mampini da dance. Oba mo ye free meaning say na mo nim say dey
no all let's say be na minority for no mpega na ye. Say impo umumbe no umo hu adwuma na ye na ye hu adwuma na ye no nkyere bone
umo hu ye
Sebi, I think Juma will do a parliament now. Say, minority that Juma will play. So, no passing will be no mistake. Me as a son, one benny.
Also, Sabre, then case also who's a mistake.
Okay. To Bonnie Binu. We soon. I didn't I feel the you say, I ask me a can have. Sebi, yes, Sebi, we know you can why you dinner. What baby at Ghana, either, Akoso. And this advance Billy, Umedia to no my sign. Baby, I do be a media men, speak as a man called then. Say, maybe I should be there's no need.
My passing can one no.
You wouldn't also be a maybe I should be and then I will go back. One time I can say, where is
minority majority? This is the way to consensus. Then, I don't know where we go parliament. So, I say, baby, I say the consensus on one area. There's no way. We mean, say, Mr. Orders are not removed to be pertaining to that. Yeah, pass. So if Speaker Phil say whatever, it has been done. You break the law as you go to the president. President should not be being here. Your procedures. You see, many institutions are here, Juma. Now, I don't know the institution here, but now we be joining said Nyansa and I mean give you can say yeah, fancy as same could be extra. I say a book institution and the institution in your day and Juma. Okay, that's honorable. You imagine the few day what now we are sending case here consider munya more passing
so you want mama share the pay that must start by saying say we bought the majority caucus of parliament abaso under the leadership of Miankasa leader Honorable Mahama Yarega on the chief whip any of deputies me boom na abaso the majority or your friends and members of parliament of Ghana me bomb about so papa ye when baby na me there can be say when we say you are a Ghanaian, we have an identity.
Yes,
we are not just Ghanaians by name. Say yeah Ghana for your tradition, your culture, your identity, and you be a my demo strong cause.
I actually say Ghana
and my Ghana for. And now, Ghana for Nara, assault for, Muslim for, traditional leaders for. Look, this bill I call parliament. It was not a one-sided bill. And Ghana for Nara, a lot of consultation went into it. And Oka said there are some practices are. I'm an for Eddie Chin. And it did the LGBTQ plus I didn't do. Na sa practices no die ye mpe bi wo ye mayem nti e den na bible to me ayafa ho say ye kasa parliament is made up of representations from all the 276 constituencies of this country. A bedu parliament minia that was 8th parliament of the 4th republic. Unanimously when Mr. Speaker put the question, all in favor say yeah, there was not a single fly. Okay, say no. Let's just say, yeah, representing the interest of the people of Ghana. Say, sir, practices now your friend of LGBTQ no dear, yeah, chua dear. Yeah. Adia na yeah, say. Per the constitution practice of Ghana no se parliament pass bill bia ye de become president na president assent into law then the law can take its effect abusuafo ye science exercise ye mani now be 2024 ye do go to president then president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo e de bedane kokwasa what would you nase and now also in crampo been with the court a bit with the injunction to so almost you try nase son and your main child dear Fofian Twata your call general election 2024 and a son call for no come for the share Sabita Frache so we say at the boy say your Bible and all the other religions are Ghana have found on no who person no na ye de Ghana had dia that twabetiam. But make up sure majority of Ghanaians are to about 2024. No, this was one of the issues and that they were looking at because Sabita Fache said, "We are bad time That's a who ba. That's a who ba ni pass a be. So who bema. Now no hey, me ba kwesi atade. He's going to be the friend is saying he's going to inherit the legacy. Oh no, ba inherit my legacy. Ama me family na dey akari ni din. That kuru ba no na obey say beta fracha wa ye ni ti. Wa sha asumade wakwa akoye nufuo wa hyehyɛ me to wose me de sese de me yakwasi atabio ya fra me fu abeti
ya bref
ninia wakasa eno na ye Ghana for me hwɛ so da yo ya identity no sa ne ma na ye den enka ho
okay
until we frown on it and we want a law that sees to the protection of our identity ninia ya papa yi anja nto more than no na Ghana for to abase bese kwai na ne wa ye ready say wa ye oye proper Ghanaian na woni Ghana for be kono na ye so ye ne den ye ne be ko no crack per parliamentary practices no ye started bill bi na the whole term no ye ntumi am assent into law it goes back for the whole definition and processes to take effect.
Okay.
And they realize, okay, yes, because I'll give you a typical example. Was that 2024 and I passing one long-standing bill and a friend affirmative action bill.
Yeah.
Not the parliament more than 20 years. Yes, now, at every point, there were reviews. That yes, finally, I was a member of the leadership as the deputy ranking on gender, children, and social protection. There were times at certain clauses, the leadership of the legislative committee or something. They were frowning on, the Constitution of Ghana is the ultimate.
Yeah.
Some of the clauses, because we were even looking for quota systems for women to be appointed to parliament.
Okay.
And also, no, the constitution doesn't permit that. It's never do a yes, sir, yeah, finally 2024. I will not sit here and say the affirmative action, it is a complete document. I address all the challenges. But we believe we had to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
As time goes on, amendments, the law of Ghana permits that.
Yeah.
And under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, on na pam for the majority leader, and na pam for Agya to say, look, I did not yes chas yes see idea ye dia look eka ye re into ye be pass it. We are making sure say ye do say ayo. Okay. Omukoye. Again, let's also recognize the roles and responsibilities of various speakers of parliament. The speaker, who is the leader of parliament, he is there. Okay. He has his deputies. We have the first deputy, we have the second deputy. In the absence of the speaker, the first deputy can take the seat of parliament. Okay. And as I said, first deputy ni what, second deputy ni so. What did it be? Bibi biara speaker ni what deputy no is binding. Okay. It is no. And in the absence of speaker, it's binding. It is okay for the speaker to, because me papa right honorable speaker I have a lot of respect for him. When he's a passionate worker. Okay. I remember when he was determined to pass the affirmative action. Papa ni biara. And I also see say this very law when you be na LGBT human sexual rights we be making sure say you pass it. Okay. So I feel say it is all right that he wanted to be part of the process. However, it doesn't take away from the fact say other equally competent people who sat in the seat at the time, which was part of their roles and responsibilities, saw to the passage of the bill. Say issues so I had the privilege of listening to the majority leader again, and an argument Waka said the law frowns on the practices of LGBTQ, the promotion of LGBTQ. However, there are certain basic human rights to say, I'm funny say, doctor, Obi, akwa yes, no yare, now wako hospital. Now doctor, now all hell. Should we also charge him for taking care of the patient? Yeah. when you do that, it means that basic human right has been denied.
Away from the person.
Again, often say, the corporate has been arrested, the charges have been raised near the Nico court. The lawyer, he's entitled to a lawyer. Interview also says that the lawyer who comes to defend him should also be charged. That means we are also taking away his basic right. All we're saying is, and then the laws are supposed to protect us as a country. Comfort, even Crown has the right to legal services. And not just automatically because a lawyer to come and defend the next and that is the assertion of your minority caucus. Say because they made those clauses, and we are giving room for our people to hide under those clauses to operate. Look, this government under his leadership, so many times, I remember in 2008, is it 2008, 2009, when President Mahama had, is it a BBC interview? Now, he stood and said, look, I think it was President Atamils then. President Atamils then, he had a BBC interview. Under this NDC, we have always, as a social democrat, frowned on these practices. And so by so doing, we will say the NDC is on the right path. The majority members of parliament are on the right track, and we are seeing to it say we protect, we preserve the identity of Ghanaians, who we are. And I believe that recently, Krampono, Ghana was used as a center for this kind of discussion, where we had other African leaders coming to see the Speaker of Parliament for this deliberation. We will say a topic be the whole African continent. I don't say that. As some say, look, per cultural practices, we recognize what is the name? The multi-marriage system, polygamy. We recognize polygamy. But why America polygamy? Yes, what I say? Almost a criminal offense. Intimacy to me conquer polygamy no America. Now you say LGBTQ no. Dear. You bet me our mammy and some because I know na nyanya den abo. Na mum say oba before oba, obema before bema no dear. No dear. It is I think that is who we are, and therefore anybody who doesn't recognize that, let's just on your Ghana, on free of mind. Now Ghana for now, we want to go according to who we are as our identity. Let's continue to progress.
Senior lecturer, remember the bet. I'm so buying common near the camp back straight away into a TC Nechi. That was about between the finance ministry and then the agri ministry on your friend say disbursement. And when he said maybe the finance ministry at the records be babon Tinanzani at here once because the French are no wapa. Said our coach almost 1.3. 1.3, yeah. But and also our great ministry and come for be demanded a lot from the ministry.
Agya Wusu. Has them with your person with the trust and there is look on this very note, I really don't have an opinion. Okay. Majidi say various sectors, any roles and responsibilities. The Minister for Finance has the responsibility of preparing the budget for the country, where various allocations go to the various sectors. Majidi say papana ede wayene juma. Maybe say your resources need mobilization of revenue and things like that to go and then we know Kase, social of my Ghana, we are proud to call ourselves Ghanaians. Yes. You share in terms of what's the name? Your inflation, semi declining, the country is doing well. So you share exchange rate stability of it, the country is doing well. Even against all international challenges and nanka people were expecting that it was going to crash our economy. Now we have developed and built a very stable economy. It's a say about Omabaso. At the end of the day, the Americans say the Afan will have to find a way to work together for the betterment of Ghanaians. If I I am not here to pass any judgment. I'm saying, look, I own a corner shop. Meaning I'm a corner shop, me kada meaning I'm MP before. So the corner shop in the Oton Bibia, and it is true. I have a small shop which I'm very proud of. Now only in 2024, na me call okanshi ekoto enema ba. We could not even plan because of inflation. They be out there na prices na den asisa. Wonim na neka 1 kilo 5 kilo bag of rice then the number 170 Ghana cedis 150 Ghana cedis and then the same brand and over a year serum groceries are what are 70 Ghana.
Okay.
Apart from say who through the good governance, through good leadership and yama yede ekoye and then 3 days me call is legon baby eko didie me call didie na me ka no NBC tarim girl no who ya was madam media me ba some be catch us me bomb abaso and I'm say are you sure oh boy abaso say madam say no yenya timamfo no de ye ni because of the stability sa ehu BP pressure who kwa kosisa usika ni ade eni go bio I am a very I really wanted her to say more. That is but whenever I have the opportunity to sit on the platform with MP before now, what my yes feel say Ghana there, yeah, brepa. I just say a funny pen answer because you are an ordinary Ghanaian and I will hear Juma restaurant. Now we also, madam, we are saying it, we are experiencing it. I've had the privilege of having conversations with other people. People are happy, but me person can say we have other responsibilities.
That's right.
Can we put all these forces together? Because look, under the Ministry of Agri, we have a very vibrant, good leader. With a very knowledgeable person, also Jumanasi. Now say when one say tomatoes, Fribokina, Yakwako, Chichi, Kunku, Ghana, Funibi, all those things. Can the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Agri come together, work in harmony? That will bring solution to our core challenges. Okay. That is all that I ask. Apart from that, I have absolute confidence in all the leadership, and I believe that given the mandate, they are going to serve us and serve us well.
Doc, your brain Simano. And so be a better kakaka. The asset a yados kakra say okasa so kasani acho from the opposition minority side afeno can say can be the Abranaa court those things they say the eba my freedom of speech no ne kwan dan ne ye fine ne pii yeah
me that's baby Ghana ya woman be ya ka democracy ya kwa ni and free speech there should be adea ye practice also ye homfa de wo kan wa adwen wo bibia mu da bia be dun sanity another thing I also ye hu ni say be bia dun so say mra so ye de eye adwuma mra eye adwuma okay na be bia dun so no obi Ghana ni bia no so ye concern say kwan be na Ghana be fa so e be de e be koso ti ye kan bi obi aso e be de enka bi in the mind say me kan bi Ghana de e move forward. These are very critical at this moment in our now, but however you should be much concerned about we should also differentiate persecution from prosecution, and also differentiate accountability from persecution. So obi timamphobia bibia anam kai osem na yede adwuma ade bi obi be no oye na egumra emna no se kasa you know say emna de the one is about to na say what you say we clean institution na ade am hu say politicians here and say emna no ewo e baby honma etosini in the minds of the right person you need kakra but emra no ntino emra no ewo ntino obi afa the weakness of the law no dey any propaganda
ebi amra na emre no
emre man as a kebi man no oyewi mumi e fa no na 20 no tell because any right participant in the democracy no obi ya de na nya na ka chen sa dia asumesi wa ye de enye eto sa amra institution also need pakone dele nene na dele the idea say we na buy Abranaa issue and some other issues with regarding and say we can ya enye efe na yen hwe say minority that na Dr. Bawumia Babontin on this same issue me asemeti say asemno court ana court a granted bill ana asem court bill ana court say no wanya another issue nti we go some asem you know say come do better politicians for any na ya ke discuss you media na say come educate Ghana for say ya chi abonye the nti ya chi abonye ni say na Ghana mnatie okay na abonye ni say na say yes there Agya Wusu no say na Ghana ni bia ewe okay na ko fa this MPP baguza say the equity you know some when you make one you know it be a take advantage of the law no you the media and may expect say you take the bull by the honor yes na baby I dey with the NDC MPP say we can e man no man na ka ho and you need that no institution here there yeah and bet it there's a 2 minutes on this issue about freedom of speech whatever you know position and power.
Agya Wusu every say doctor Kanihina say once one man's freedom ends where another person's nose begins. And yeka freedom of speech na yeka say we live in a democratic environment. There see who say the right of the other person should also be protected. Miti hey medikaka say I'm a mother first and foremost with lovely children of whom I want to leave an example for them to emulate. And pay me by me ba Isabella. Mommy, where are you going? And you saw my so TV crying. Almost they are to internet. They almost show me. Into a semi make and say me can't etchiana they are learning, and I'm a cat and so they are learning. Now we have a system akwa so divisive. And they say, we MPP, Nina MPP 4 car, it is right. Ochna NDC 4 can now NDC near is right. But at the end of the day, no, a society, yes, and then I thank God, baby, I'm surrounded. I'm saying, God, I thank you for another day. It's answer tomorrow is unknown. By virtue of social media, no for phone, we of course we are safe and nara. But sometimes over social media, now share a near I of course we Ghana has and Africa and I in Kokakra. So bitimi jina social media sebe etimi fa panyi bi no di na tem edi na busua edi ne yere
ne manyina
bibia na oni bibi another side part is otimi twatro edi to so esan say social media na immediately cover obi ehu wo say mami we na yewe when nobody even investigated to find out whether asem no no kra na say no. I feel say for these reasons, and I think 2020 under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo, they passed a law on cyber something that checks on some of this our utterances and the things that we put on social media. It was not for nothing. It was not for nothing at all. It never see the idea under the law of freedom of speech. Now, baby, now sabi minia. And never be when I see it, I scroll. Because it's so difficult. Me fear na your woman. Me papa, the late Crosby Mensa, no fancy. No crow on your meaning, Mimiano. Sabi, when him a Bamadiani at the Johnson. Yan to me, cow. There be you. Yes, Yanka. And I found blame me from me, papa, Mr. Insurance. Oba the insurance, Obama the insurance. Me patron insurance you can't say it. But and then through social media, if ebusuafobia, they are not ready to properly train and bring up their children. Yeah. And then we are learning it. And my young children today, we are learning it on the streets, on social media. It's media. Mejitu say, be it NDC, be in MPP. We have a society to protect.
That's right.
We have a society to protect. On this very note, can we come together?
Right.
Can we forget of our political differences and decide on which, say we are building a country, we are building a society?
Right.
Recently, I listened to one MPP communicator, and I loved his submission. Also, and now the year President Mama, so when does it stop?
Okay.
Nyamesre Ghana for Hinara and say, look, let's be each other's keeper. We didn't go into politics to destroy this country. We went into politics to build this country. And as such, you know, the stress, your utterance is a bit divided. Sometimes we take a lot of things for granted. So we think that Ghana had a country, but we need a bit to see. Let's check ourselves, let's pick ourselves, let's come together and let's stand for who we are as Ghanaians. That's it.
And okay, me that's it. Baby, I wa share dwumadi bia ya Abranaa so nemu nyame adoma ya na dasene na otwe se no we share anopa no no wotwe ekosi se nundu ebebo ya Abranaa so yetena se na afi yetumi dia bro sanso ne free dwada kosi fiada ya no we share radio XYZ 93.1 na afi hoso ye de kawasem dwumadi ndia bro mpanifo ene mu di ahia ha monfa nche ne amasama bro ni nsuo toy no se mo amunim line no waka ho wakaho nti wantimi ama sanso ene ebeda doc ase doc anu ama na yinti akakrama why Dr. Alexander Amoba for lecturer at Pentecost University anope obesrai nemo mebeta ama na ba na nkuni swa nti yebem na kotok ese no watimi di asrai mo sanso so ena Hannibal Betty Crosby Mensah former member of parliament Afram Plains North anope ono suspect Hannibal onso yeda asinya kuponsha nemo breba ma no wata asrai why onse yetena se na ma ni wa ya na and then she ata wo mpa but obaka yo we are okay anope ye nyina besia camera crew ni nyina eda mase ye besia na mum na se ne ya se hia medin ene Agya Wusu ansa nyame adome besia